Jake, hi, how are you?
Hi, Katie. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. I'm so excited for this fight. It's August 29th. You're going into this undefeated 3-0. It's in your hometown. What does this mean to you?
It means everything. I think this is the make or break fight, right? This is where people get to see, you know, if is Jake Paul serious or not. This is my toughest opponent to date, and getting to fight in Cleveland, my hometown, in front of friends and family, it's a dream come true. We get to bring it home where I was born, where it all started, where I first started playing sports. So I couldn't be more excited.
3-0 is a obviously perfect record, but some say there's no way that you can stay undefeated. What do you say to those people, and how have you kind of trained differently for this?
To those people, I say, I've sparred hundreds of hours now and have barely lost a round in sparring. So, how am I going to lose a fight? And that's, I think, really where my confidence comes from, is the level of competition I'm going against in sparring and really pushing myself. And the haters fuel me. They have my whole entire career. Everyone's doubted me. I've been a massive underdog the whole entire time. People tell me I can't do things, and all it's done is driven me, and gave me so much motivation.
If I beat you, you have to get "I love Jake Paul" tattooed on you. But if you beat me, I get "I love Tyron Woodley" tattooed on me, and you have to post it on your Instagram feed. Deal or no deal?
I just saw the tattoo exchange. You said that you'll get Tyron's name tattooed on you if you lose, and he'll get your name tattooed. Will that actually happen?
I mean, we shook on it. So when he loses, we'll see if he's a man of his word. He's supposed to post it on his Instagram feed. So I guess we'll see that, the stakes have increased.
You're an EP of this event, I think for the first time, right? What does that mean for your involvement here? Are the stakes higher? Is it fair that you're an EP of this?
Yeah, look, it's just business at the end of the day, and being involved from all angles on the event to make it the best product possible. I want fans to enjoy this experience, and I want to bring something to boxing that hasn't been done before, and put on amazing events. And so that's really my goal, and Showtime is the perfect partner to do that. And a lot of fighters goal is to have their own promotion company, and I'm doing that in just my fourth fight.
Tyron did say in a press release, quote, "I don't play games with kids. They brought me in to take the trash out. You're welcome." How do you respond to that?
Look, the guy can say whatever he wants. We're selling a fight. He's gonna talk his I'm gonna talk my but at the end of the day, the actions speak louder than the words. No one's gonna remember what the talk was before the fight. So August 29th, I plan on putting on a violent show and knocking this guy out. And that's what people will remember. And I'm all for the talk, and we're selling pay-per-views.
I feel like you've been an underdog. You called yourself an underdog, yet you are 3-0. Is it hard, I guess, to sort of prove yourself in this boxing world and to hear comments like this about yourself?
I don't really care what people think. I think everyone's always gonna have an opinion. The critics are always gonna doubt you. So, you can't pay attention to all that noise. It's not healthy.
I appreciate that you don't let people's comments about you get to you, but there was a lot of chatter last year when you called COVID-19 a hoax. I guess I'm curious if you've changed your stance on that, if you're vaccinated now, how you've handled the pandemic.
I just wouldn't like to answer that question.
Do you feel like your words have a lot of weight? Like, do you feel like you should be cautious with what you say?
Of course, we're all humans. So I'm gonna make mistakes, so it's natural. I think celebrities are criticized and canceled all the time now, but people forget that we're
Yeah.
humans. We're all humans, just learning.
How do you feel about cancel culture?
I think it's stupid. I think people are canceling cancel culture, You know, when you're canceling someone, all you're doing is making them more popular and giving them a bigger platform. If you don't like somebody, don't talk about them.
You also made headlines last year when the FBI raided your house. I think they confiscated.
They did?
It was all over the news. So I guess I'm asking you what really happened there. I feel like I want to give you the
I
opportunity.
don't remember that.
You don't remember when the FBI allegedly raided your house?
Right? I don't remember that happening.
Okay.
You remember? I don't know.
And anything you want to say to set the record straight?
About what?
About the FBI raiding your house, about looting potentially, allegedly?
I don't have anything to say about something that didn't happen.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the boxing documentary for a second. What will that show us about you that we haven't seen before? What's a side of you that you haven't put out there yet?
Well, I think, you know, my career has been painted by the media. And so everything that's out there about Jake Paul is a painting that I didn't create. I think the documentary will show a completely different side of my life, who I am, what my intentions are. People look at me as a bad guy, a villain, a crazy, you know, YouTuber who did all of these things. But that's not the reality of the situation. And everyone has their own story to tell and their own version of the way things happened. And I've just learned not to judge a book by its cover. And I think people haven't read the Jake Paul book yet. They don't know me. They think they know me, but they actually don't.
What do we get wrong? What's the biggest, I guess, misconception that you are wanting to set straight?
I think just in general, like being like problematic. They think controversy. They think like, oh, you know, Jake Paul, because that was like a big thing that was going back and forth, you know, in the old days. But I'm just a kid, you know, living my life, and it's under a microscope. And so imagine if, you know, all of us lived our lives from 17 to 24 years old on camera. You know, what things would have been exposed about all of us if there was millions of people watching you grow up. It's easy to judge people. It's easy to, you know, see the bad in people. But like I said, like I'm a good person. I know that at the end of the day.
I know you're a good person. I've talked to you a lot over the years, but you go by the name Problem Child in the boxing world. So do you feel like you give into it a little bit?
Well, that stems from like I'm a problem to deal with in the ring. You know,
Okay.
I turn into a different person when I'm fighting. You know, it's like Jake Paul and the Problem Child are two different people. I flip a switch. You know, I could be a nice person. I don't want confrontation in the streets. I'm chill. Like people can say something. I'm like, I don't really care. But when I'm in the ring, I'm there to kill.